Okay, let me make sure. Yeah, we're recording sounds. Okay. A little tired last night, so. Oh, right, I looked at your sketch, realized I didn't quite finish this. Can I pick stuff? What's going on? Is everything locked? The fuck? No, because the upper assembly this wasn't on. I think I couldn't know. I was in edit mode, object mode, or yeah, object mode. I don't even know what I was in edit mode on. Oh, yeah, I do. Hold on, let me see if I can undo that. No, I'm just in edit mode. Oh, on this cylinder up here. That's from the laces that I deleted. Excuse that. Okay, that was the problem. So I didn't finish this here. So from your sketch, let me. Okay. This crosses over, so if that comes around here, I'm just gonna add a loop here-ish, and I'm gonna hit Control. Yeah, damn it! Fucking screencast keys don't stay on for some reason; they just turn off at some point. How brilliant! Anywho, I'm gonna hit Control E, split edge. Okay. It's always a little tricky to sort of figure out what's happening here, like which vert you're gonna be picking. I don't know how it knows what's quote-unquote on top or not, but I don't know, just kind of move them individually, sort of like that. Let's see, so that's, you say that one crosses over, so really I want this edge outside of this edge, we would say. I'm going to go to the, thanks for zooming into nowhere. That's the back view, yeah. And I'm going to tap the E key, just drag those forward just for the overlappy part. Maybe I'll probably do that twice. There, maybe to there. So that for sure has to move in, as does the, oh right, hold on, let me look at your sketch again. I wasn't thinking about where it comes through that loop, and you weren't either. I can see it's not going through anything here. Okay. So this has to happen, I assume, once it comes through whatever this eyelet is. So let me just back this up a little bit. So yeah, so let's assume that this edge, yeah, we'll only do that once. So back. Extrude, hit the X just to sort of constrain it. Maybe it's at most to there, where it's popping through. Let's get that guy over to about there. Okay, I'm going to take this edge, excuse me, extrude in the X, probably twice or so. I'd probably add another edge loop just to square that out a little bit for right now. And where's the shape? Eventually, again, it's got this sort of long shape. Eventually, we can just add a couple of loops here, and that'll. Ooh, sorry, an alarm going off for no reason. Okay, and then you can sort of sharpen up those shapes, but we don't necessarily need to do that right now. Just no freaking out about that. So we'll pick both of these, move them in. So we have that overlap. I'll just add another one here, just to be safe. And doesn't matter, but match that over. And then there's some sort of plastic thing that is the lap. Now again, if this was me, I just have to kind of see it, but in a way, I feel like you're kind of losing opportunity for branding by putting it on the inside versus on the outside. But again, it's not my design, just an initial thought. I'm going to throw an edge in here as well, just to kind of control more precisely where this, the way that intersection's happening. I'll probably pick this edge and GG, just move that back a little bit. And just kind of like I did here, that's all I'm really doing. In, over, oh, the tongue. Okay. Yeah, that's the only pain in the ass part, I guess, about soft goods, is that sometimes things just sort of bump into each other. Not quite where you expected or wanted them to, but it's okay. Okay, so, gosh. So I'll go out of that, and then I'll go, I'm gonna nudge that guy and just click right now. Okay, so there's your strap. I'm gonna duplicate that. You find I just duplicate stuff all the time. And because I'll call this strap buckle, even though it's not a true buckle, just because stuff's already in the right place. I mean, like I could have hit, Shift A, insert a mesh, a plane. I don't know why that just happened up there. Oh, because my cursor, I didn't realize where it was. So if I hit Shift S, cursor to center, Shift A, mesh, plane. Okay. And then go into edit mode, scale it up, scale it up, scale it up. Go to back view, grab it, move it into place, rotate on X 90 degrees, and then pull it out and start making, I mean, I could have done that, like that's fine, it didn't take me that long to do it, but it's like I already have mesh in the right spot, so why not just use that, basically, is my philosophy. So I'll delete that, go to the strap buckle mesh, go into edit mode, pretty much don't need any of this, and I don't, let's see, so any of that stuff, what? Those aren't connected. Okay, that was weird. So verts, I don't need those. Don't need these. So yeah, I mean, you could argue that it's more work to go through and delete all the verts, but I don't know. To me, it's not really. So, so let's say it was like this. I don't know how sharp the corners are since the sketch is just kind of from front view, but that's okay. It's the life of a modeler. I'm assuming that it's Velcro, so it has some shape to it, so I'm gonna take this edge and delete it, edge loops, and just add in another, like 2 loops that way. Probably 3 that way. Pick these, and we're going to go, just make sure this does what I think it's going to do. Back view. I can't see it from back view. So make sure that if I pull these out, that these aren't going to go up. But I don't think they are, because everything was flat to begin with. So back. Yeah, they did. You can see that this line. So if I undo. And then let's redo Y. No, Control Shift Z. You can see it does sort of pull these down a little bit. Again, not a huge deal. So I could switch this back to global and just pull it out this way. Also works. Just so it matches that curve a little bit. Probably get rid of these for right now, because they aren't really critical to the shape. Excuse me. Yeah, again, the better view to have sketched this from would probably be, an angle like that, or from at least the side, so I just know. So part of being a designer, in my mind, is trying to think about who you have to give the information to and what they're going to do with it. So I have no way of knowing how big this is going to be or how wide, if it's like just one of these rows of polygons. So you just gotta. Yeah, you just want to think about what the communication thing that you're giving to people, so that they understand without having to ask you, what's this doing, or how does this work, or how thick is it, or how tall is it? Because I'm definitely having to guess on stuff, which I'm not complaining, I'm just saying so that kind of automatic revision is going to be like, well, okay, this is almost certainly going to be the wrong shape, because I only got like this view of it, which just tells me that it's sort of thick versus anything else. Just an FYI. I see, scale this guy up so it's a little bit taller, because it has to be sort of sewn into it. Let's see, so I'm assuming the Velcro is I'm not going to see the Velcro anyway. I'm really just going to see this. So I could either extrude all these polygons. What is on my hand? Extrude in the Y. Give this a little bit of thickness, just so it's like that, and then add a couple loops. Sure. Like that, and then add a loop here, and that's it for now. That's about good. Probably give this a different color. Why does it believe that it has no material on it? I guess that's default. Okay. So new strap buckle. Just so we can see it, I'll make it green for right now. That'll change later. Strap. Let me give that a material as well. Strap. Just so you can see it. Okay. Well, we'll save this as a working. Okay. So that's more or less what's happening with the strap. I mean, it should certainly be a little closer to the boot, but for right now, it's in there. So, I'll probably stop this one and just do a new one for get the laces in there.